Hi, folks. This here's a game that's been out for a while called at Dead of Night, and they just released a 4.6 gigabyte update, and I have no idea what it's for. And other people are asking about it as well. And it's like we're not getting anything from the developer on it. So, like, the mood of the game is superb. It's beautiful. But the way they have added in the way you ask questions is mind-boggling bad. So so I don't know. Am I supposed to start a whole new game because of a new update that the devs just will not answer our questions? And I don't like devs when they do that. It's like, we purchased your product. Tell us what you're doing. Yeah, you can hear Jimmy walking the hallways here. But this game can get really creepy. And it's like, the Overlook Hotel sort of mood, which is fantastic.
Hey!
I don't know why you would want to call Jimmy down to where you're at. I mean, it makes no sense. Like, you want Jimmy to be away from you. You don't want him to come to you. I just don't understand the mechanic behind that. Unless I can jump out, beat him on the head, knock him out, but, you know. I can never understand the mechanic behind that, but what the reasoning behind it is. Except for maybe creeping yourself out, maybe. I was hoping the 4.6 gigabyte would have addressed the question issue, but asking questions to
Is anyone there?
Dr. Bose, I know.
Hello?
He keeps moving around on me in the room, and you have to keep moving around. And this is how you ask questions. Okay, but okay. So what do I link this up with? You see what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. Okay, something I haven't asked yet. Okay, so how am I supposed to take that? And it makes no sense to me. Show found items, showing sightings, showing connections. And these are things I've already asked about. Showing keys, showing everything. Suitcases, no. So what you end up doing is when you're playing, you're just clicking on something. Ask Dr. Bose. Oh, crap, forgot about that.
Is it Dr. Bose?
There we go.
Yes, I'm Dr. Bose.
Okay, now you can ask a question. So you got to click. Alright, I wasn't there, but I think... Nope, can't ask that question. I mean, it's so stupid now they have you ask questions. Dangerous heater? No. A sword? Okay, let's see.
When you said Harvey was worried about Jimmy's mind, does that have anything to do with what you said about the sword?
I don't know.
So then you go and you go, okay, well that doesn't work. Alright, I saw Jimmy playing with the sword. I thought it was dangerous. Just kind of...
When you said stealing was the kind of thing Jimmy did, does that have anything to do with what you said about the sword?
See, now the voice is gone, right? So now I have to turn off the device. Turn around. Move into the room. Ask.
Is it Dr. Bose?
I'm Dr. Bose.
So now you go back to the question again. Scrapbook. Like, what am I trying to link up here? Goodbye note. No, can't do that. Whiskey bottles. No, can't do anything with that. So now you got whiskey bottles. So if I happen to use another question, it's going to link it up with the whiskey bottles, right? Which is not what I like. The questioning is bad, so I can't ask about that. Violent drawings. I kept it in the case I needed evidence. The cloth. Can't ask about that, but let's keep it and go to dangerous heaters. No. The sword and the violent pictures. No. But I want to keep asking about the violent pictures, right? So I put the violent pictures down, or the scrapbook, not violent pictures. I mean, it's just mind-numbingly bad. Girl in the basement.
When you said Jimmy wasn't nice to the little girl, does that have something to do with what you said about the scrapbook?
I don't know.
Okay, so I don't know what else to ask this guy. I really don't. It would be if there was a selection of possible questions to help you out so you can choose which questions you would like to ask. But there's nothing like that. So I just give up on this guy, to be honest. So you can go to Scry Mirror. Oh, hold on, I just heard foot. Is he outside? I find this to be so frustrating. Now let's look at the Scry Mirror and I'll explain what we're seeing. Okay, of course we're seeing the alcohol, which I've asked about. You know, floor number 1. So pretty much that's telling me I have to go to floor number 1. Okay, that image is when he hurt that little girl. Like he killed that little girl. So Jimmy did. Because I'm on the 2nd floor, I now have to go to the room. Okay, the first floor. Which means I'm gonna have to get by Jimmy. To get to the 1st floor. But that's all it tells me, and then you'll have a compass that'll point in a direction of wherever there's like where you should point your attention to, like either you're speaking to a ghost or whatever. But I've gone down to the 1st floor, gone directly where the arrow pointed, and nothing. And so why am I being pushed to the 1st floor? It's funny, when I go to the 1st floor, it sends me back to the 2nd floor. And when I follow the arrow, it brings me to this room. I always ask Dr. Bose, and I cannot find the question that I need to ask Dr. Bose. After a while, I just get so frustrated, I just click anything, man. And hopefully I'll nab on something. And I won't even know what I've asked. Because as soon as I look at the questions that I've asked to get an answer to, I've forgotten what the questions were. Right? Now Jimmy's in the area. He's really close. This is where it gets kind of tense. If you see Jimmy, he'll peek around a corner. But see how the arrow is? It's pointing me directly to this room. Yeah, I just heard something. Yeah, I know. Okay, now I think I understand why I would want Jimmy to come down and take a look here. Why I would call out to him. Because he'll come to the room, check it out, see that there's nobody here. That's if I'm quick enough to hide. And he'll leave and go to another part of the hotel. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to call out to this murderer.
I'm here.
But the questioning is really bad. So it's telling me to go to the first room, or first floor. I go to the first floor. I check out where the arrow points to me to go to. I look for a spirit. Can't really find anything, or anything of interest, because I've already visited there like 18 times. I look at the scry mirror. It tells me to go back to the second floor, which tells me to go back to this very room I'm in, and I cannot get an answer from Dr. Bose. So, and back and forth, and back and forth. And it's like, well, what is it I'm not asking? And that's the crippling point of this entire game, is the questions. It's crippling. And, of course, the scry mirror points you going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And it's like you either have played 3 hours, still not getting really anywhere. So, get this. I decided that this is crazy. I played a lot of these sort of games in the past and always been able to figure them out. So I decided to go visit the guide. I read through the guide, which is something I'd never liked doing. But anyway, I read through the guide, and it's telling me I have to go to the third floor stairwell. Now, how in the name am I going to pick up this information from this? Nothing's telling me to do that. So, the thing is, I've gone to the third stair, not stairwell, but third floor. Try to get through the door. Don't have the key for it. So I've gone to. Oh, he's right nearby too. But I've gone to the first floor, but I haven't tried going up the stairwell yet. So we can try that. I need to get Jimmy out of here.
Down here.
So I need him to check out this room, see that there's nobody here, and then get out of the area so I can run my way down to the first floor. Get to the elevators. Because I know I don't have the key for the third floor stairwell. Come on, ya little murderer. Like, this game has a lot going for it, but it has one crippling flaw, which is the questions. And the directions. From scry mirror. Because you really can't unlock anything until you either ask the right questions and go to, it's all based on what you do unlock something else. But if you have issues asking questions and the scry mirror pointing you in directions that you've gone a half a dozen times already, and you still can't get to the right questions, or if the ghost moves around on you, so it keeps breaking up your, you get frustrated with it. Okay, there's no other way about this. I'm going to call him again.
This way. Jimmy?
Oh. Now, when you wake up, you're missing your spirit box. So you have to go down to the first floor, grab the spirit box out of the office, and then you wake up in a darkened room, actually. I can't remember if it's on the first floor or... Now, this buys you time. I haven't been attacked by... Yeah, first floor. I haven't been attacked by Jimmy twice. So... I think he stays on the floor and where he gets you, sort of thing. I think he's on the second floor right now. I haven't played this in a while. I'm trying to remember how to get to the... Yeah... I want to get there before Jimmy gets on here. But I've seen myself outsmart this guy. So yeah, you can do it. There we go. Alright. Let's grab the spirit box. Alright, like I said, you go out. Now that we're on the first floor. Yeah, the only thing that you lose is actually, it's funny. The arrow's telling me to go into here. So I'll go in here. Alright. Let's get the old spirit box happening here.
Is someone there?
Let's move into the room.
Is someone there?
Okay, there's no spirits here. Am I missing something here? So let me see. It's a pixel hunt now. Can't turn around except for there. So let's get out of here. I don't hear Jimmy yet, so... The arrow's pointing me directly back in the room that I just came from. Now it could be pointing me toward an area over this way. Jimmy's here. Nope. This way. Room 112. Okay, let's go. Move into the room.
Is someone there?
All right, so I want questions. I want to know about. Okay. All right, got to do a.
Amy?
Yeah. Before you can ask a question. Okay, so I want. Let's ask about this. And the paddle, can't do that. Goodbye note, can't do that. Whiskey bottles, can't ask that question. So child's purse. You see how I'm saying that you need to click and see if you get a question mark? By that time, she can move on and... Oh, hold on.
You said you couldn't tell anyone about your hand getting burned. Does that have anything to do with what you said about the sword?
Okay, she doesn't know.
You said you couldn't tell anyone about your hand getting burned. Does that have something to do with what you said about the scrapbook?
Now I gotta move again.
Is it Amy?
And now I've forgotten what question I asked.
Yeah, I'm Amy.
I just forgotten what I asked. I just forgot. I don't know.
You said you couldn't tell anyone about your hand getting burned. Does that have something to do with what you said about the scrapbook?
Maybe.
Okay, so what? Okay, maybe. Alright. Okay. Hand getting burned in the scrapbook. So, what question do I ask next? Scrapbook? And maybe drinking horribly?
When you said the medicine tasted horrible, does that have something to do with what you said about the scrapbook?
Oh, gotta move. Like, this game has flawed game mechanics. I mean, it's just bad.
Is it Amy?
Like I said, I just forgot what I was asking.
Yeah,
I mean, okay, I think it was was it the alcohol? No, hold on. I don't know. Man and suit knocking, not gonna happen. See, you just click and hope you come up with something. Suitcases? No.
When you said you needed a doctor but Jimmy threatened you to stay, does that have something to do with what you said about the scrapbook?
Okay, that was a waste. See, there's no linear way of thinking about these things. It's all about clicking and hope you ask the right question. Turpentine? No. From May.
What you said about Jimmy stealing your toy.
From Amy, I mean.
Does that have something to do with what you said about the turpentine and lighter?
So now I gotta go. You know, I mean, the game mechanics are really bad. They just simply are bad. It's a bad game mechanic. Okay, now that we're on the first floor, I could end up getting my head kicked in here by Jimmy Jim. But what we're going to be doing is maybe going to the first stairwell, or one of the first floor stairwell. That's if Jimmy doesn't get to me first. Now, when you're moving, see, when you go around a corner, there's a good chance he could be there. There he is. So you'll get some indicator that he's around. Either you'll see his head, you know, showing around the corner, or a shadow, and you know, move it. Get out of there. Now, when I leave here, right, watch, I'll show you something. Now, we'll use the scribe mirror again. And see what it tells us. It's going to most likely tell me to go to the second floor. Okay, it's showing the alcohol, Amy crying because he hurt her. He stole some of her, I don't know what it was, a little teddy bear or something out of her purse. And how did I come about that information? Because I went ahead and just clicked on questions until something came out. See, it's telling me to go to the second floor. I go to the second floor, nothing. I go speak to Dr. Bose. He tells me nothing. I can't get the proper combination. Yeah, I know Jimmy's here, so. Because obviously we saw a shadow. Thing is, I want to make my way up to second floor. See, if I leave the room, there's a really good chance I'm going to get nabbed again. This game has a wonderful atmosphere to it, though. And I think that's what has people approach the game. I think he's around this corner. Oh. I need to get to the stairwell. Hey, Jimmy Jim. We'll just let him walk around, do his thing. Alright. Yeah. Okay, I think I'm really close to. I could get nabbed here. There he is. Yeah, he can't get you when you're waiting for this. Because it's a locked in sequence. Okay, this will buy me time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can't get into the stairwell. No, I can't. Which means I'm going to have to... You know what? We're going to... In order to get to the third stairwell... Oh, see, it's kind of wonky here. You gotta... we're going to go to the third floor. And we're going to look through the window, see if that does it. But it's kind of odd. Nothing is telling me to go to the third floor stairwell. But like I said, I've asked every, you know... See, that arrow slow to react. Now I know Jimmy's not here, so... Yeah, it's not telling me exactly where to go here. It's not swerving around enough here. But I've got time before Jimmy gets up here. Okay, that's a storeroom. Can't turn left or right, so I can only go out. See? That's all I can do. Great mood, isn't it? It's awesome mood, but let's go back to the first floor and see if Jimmy hasn't gone to the second floor. Because if I can get him to stay away from me long enough, okay, there's a basement there. Jimmy could be on the second floor right now. Nope, he's on the first. Okay, let's go to ground floor. There's Jimmy. Let's go to the ground floor here because I noticed that the stairwell went down, so we're going to try the ground and see if I can't access it through the ground, which is a possibility that I might be able to. There we go. Okay, let's go. See, but the scry mirror didn't tell me to go to the ground floor, right? Now here's the third floor stairwell. Ugh. Is there anybody here at all?
Hello? Is someone there?
See, this is the thing.
Is someone there? Is anyone there?
I just don't get it. I don't understand this. I can't get any answers from the, I just can't get any answers from Amy or what's his face in order to unlock. Okay, let's see where that arrow turns. Yeah, you pick up, when you go into a room, you look through yeah, you look through, bureaus and stuff like that. Already tried that door. Now, if I remember correctly, I
Is anyone there?
think I saw something getting burned down in this area here.
Is anyone there?
Okay. And don't let, having to have the arrows to turn you around, stuff like that. You get used to it. It's actually quite, Now, I have no idea where Jimmy is now, so I have zero idea. Now, if I use the scry mirror, it's going to be, let's go lower G. I have no idea about, now, you know, when you start the game, spoiler alert, when you start the game, this is where you go in order to speak to Amy, to find out about Amy. So, and it's really quite odd because, yeah, that's the stairwell. Well, you know, I mean, going up to the third floor stairwell, obviously it's not working because I didn't unlock something. Either by asking a simple question, or...
Is someone there? Is someone there?
But this is where you go speak to Amy when you first start the game. No, no, no. We're gonna go to the second floor. Jimmy was on the first, so go on the second floor, tells me to go to the first. I go to the first, tells me to go to the second. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here. I know I'm supposed to be asking questions. Or maybe finding a key in one of the rooms. Well, my only suggestion is to explore every room you can get your paws, get your hand, get into. Yeah, I can't. I know I can't get in there, so and I'm pretty sure Jimmy's not here. So now, if I watch the arrow here, it's going to tell me it's pointing right directly to that door, 217, which is Dr. Bose. And of course, I can't figure out what to ask Dr. Bose because the question is so bloody dumb. See, now let's point somewhat in that direction anyway. So is there anything in 223? Okay, let's go check out the... I've been in all these rooms, so... This is where I think I picked up a set of keys. To another room, and so on, and so on, and so on.
Is someone there? Who's there?
Let's go to Scry Mirror. Same picture every time. And what kind of breaks it up for me is that, or makes me somewhat angry about things, is because the ghost keeps moving. See, floor number 1. I've been to floor number 1, trying to speak to Amy. Okay? There's that dude. So if I go to floor number 1 and follow the compass, it always takes me to the room where Amy is. But yet I cannot ask the questions to unlock. But like I said, I've read the guide, and the guide tells me to make my way after... Oh, didn't want to do that. After I make my... After everything that I've done in this game so far, the next step that the guide told me to do is to go to the third floor stairwell. And of course, as you saw me do, nothing happens. I couldn't be able to contact anybody, so the fact is that this is pointless to me. Well, I'm just going to go into each room that I have keys for. and see if there's anything else I can pick up. I already have a scry mirror, so I don't need to pick up that. When you first start the game, that's what you're going to be wanting to do, is get keys and get the scry mirror. Oh, I didn't want to do that either. I'm just not looking what I'm doing here. You know? So... But I do like the mood of this game. I simply enjoy it. $2.17, that's Dr. Bose. And like I said, saying earlier, what really frustrates me about this game is I go into a room, ask questions, the ghost moves, I forget what I've asked, so I move in the room, hopefully find the right questions I can ask, and just hopefully I'll trigger something that will allow me to move forward in the game. Like I said, the guide itself says, okay, I've already done everything I needed to do. My next step was to go to the third floor stairwell, which I just did in this video, and nothing. So, I mean, either someone's lying or the game is just, I just don't get it. I have played a lot of games since 1987 on PC for, these sort of mystery games. And I have never had to look up a guide. This is the first game I've had to look at a guide. And even that's wrong. So, oh, he's on a second. I could get my noggin beat in and then just go back to what we'll call it. That's one quick way of getting off the second floor with him on it. Or any floor for that matter. Okay, folks. Well, I'm going to leave it here. Like I said, I've been stuck like this for I don't know how long now. And, so, well, like I said, the mood is fantastic. The mood is simply fantastic. And also, too, is that they just released a 4.6 gigabyte patch yesterday. And I have no idea what that patch is for. Nobody knows. The dev isn't talking to us, so I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Anyway, folks. Review sightings. Yeah, Amy outside the room, eh? Yeah, I've done all that. Amy holding a toy on fire. Jimmy stealing from the girl in the basement, whatever. Gameplay advice, let's see. Play at dead end at night or at least in a dark room. Oh, it's just telling me. Review sightings, game stats. Jimmy and did. Anyway, take care, folks. Have a good one.